Hi guys, Kyung here, and we're gonna go notebook crazy today. I'm gonna attempt to make 4 notebooks, 4 different kind of notebooks. Here's the base for 3 of them. So I figured we would start with the first one. So this first one is a zine, right? It's just you make a whole notebook out of 1 sheet of paper without any glue or sewing or anything. It's basically origami. I know that Pam did a video on this, Pam at the Paper Outpost, and then there are other videos as well. You could just search up like how to make a zine. But you basically fold it in half like skinny ways, and then you fold it in half the other way like that. See, so you fold it in half twice, and then you fold it into the middle line lengthwise, right? So you have the long ways, you fold it into the center like that, and then you unfold it and you fold it back up in half like you would a journal page, right? And then you just cut this middle piece, not the piece that's open, the piece that's folded. So you just cut down this line to the middle like that, right? Fold it back up the first time the way you folded it, right? So it's small like this, like a traveler's notebook, I guess. And then you go like this. So you basically fold these in, see? And then you fold it again. You have to be kind of, because it can like fold kind of funky. See, we'll help it out. Try and get this one. Maybe it wants to fold this way. Either way, it wants to be. Why are you? Oh, maybe I folded it not completely straight in the first place. That would help. Oh well, it's fine. So there we have, right, our little notebook. See? So then we could just decorate it, right? We can ink it up, decorate it, be done. I'll put maybe just a little picture on the front and then leave the rest for just journaling, because I chose a paper light enough to journal on. By the way, this paper is Janeybjournals. It's one of her, I think it came out of one of her bundles, one of her mega bundle kits, right? So there we go. A little notebook. It's not perfect. You really, if you want it all to be perfect, you kind of have to really fold it perfect. I don't care. It's a junk journal, right? So I pulled these off of Graphics Fairy. So that's what all these little images are. They're a little large. I pulled these ones from, this is Medieval Mirage. This is the Illuminated Flora. So we could do something. I mean, that's fine. Okay, what if we cut it here? Yes. So it sits like that, and then we'll cut it. Where's my pencil? Here. So I'm upstairs and I'm making lunch, just, about an hour or two ago, and I'm making lunch, and I go to open the drawer to get a spoon, right, to stir what I had on the stove. I was making hot dogs and beans because it was a lazy day today. And so I go to get, a spoon, and I go to open the drawer, and suddenly, as I go to pull the handle of the drawer open, the entire front part of it just falls right off and onto my foot. And I was like, ah, you know how you do. So yeah, that wasn't fun. was just, you know, trying to mind my own business, and then suddenly... So now I've got to fix that. It's completely off of there, completely. So I'll have to do some kitchen construction tonight, I guess. Moral of the story. Watch out for your drawers, as they can be dangerous. I don't know. All right. That's pretty. Little notebook. Ta-da! Little notebook. Do I have like a little word that says like journal or something? Let's see, or perhaps a butterfly might look nice on there. It needs something, right? We have this yellow one. You know, might be nice to break up the pink. Ooh, I like it. Let's just do it. Put this back in our butterfly little pocket. This one's kind of big to be in there. That one. It's okay though. Okay. Yeah, let's put him on there. Let's just kind of get rid of his white edges. He doesn't have antenna, but you know what I do a lot of times with butterflies that don't have antenna? And I know that a lot of people don't care, they just leave them. But I like to go in and draw a little antenna. So I think I'll do that. I'll use my my art glitter glue, because it's the best for gluing on little butterflies and things. The best. It doesn't squeege out, you don't get a mess, it's just great. It doesn't wrinkle up your paper. So, yeah, let's draw on. I just have a regular pen. Ta-da! There, now he has little antennae. We have a little butterfly notebook. So there's one. No sewing. Let's do the next one, basic. This next one, right? Just a basic pamphlet stitch notebook. So I have these two. Let's do the pink one. And we'll put one of these images on there. Right, and we can cut them down if we need. I like that. That's pretty. This one is pretty. That one is too big. We have the birds that don't really go. I really like this one. Let's see. This one is too big. We have these ladies. We have this one. I like this one. I think either this one or this one. Let's go this one. Let's just do it. Let's ink around it really quickly. We'll glue it on there, and then we'll just cut out some pages and we'll stitch it in as a notebook just really quick. Done and done. I'll use my Cosmic Shimmer for this one since it's cardstock, and I'm really running low on my art glitter glue. I gotta place an order for another bottle. What is that? Like mark. That's fine. There we go. Okay, so we have a fountain. We'll open it up. And it'll just be, we'll just have a notebook. I could put a pocket in it if I wanted. Why complicate things? There we go. So let's pick out some paper. Let's do graph paper, since I do have a bunch of it. So I have this bigger graph paper. This is right standard graph paper, and then I have some other graph paper that is like smaller. The squares are smaller, which I prefer, but I have this on hand and I need to use it up. So I'm just going to fold them all now, and then we'll trim them after. I pulled 5 pages, I think. 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. Awesome. Okay, so I pulled 5. We'll just go ahead and stick them all together now. Stick them all the right direction. Oh, it's just this one. So that my rounded edges are at the bottom at least, and my raw edge is at the top. Okay, so we have 5 pages. Let's see what this looks like. My guess is we'll have to trim both top and side. Yep. So we want it to be smaller than our cover by just a little bit. I'll mark it there, and we'll cut it there, and I'll just cut them all together, and then we'll get a nice straight edge down our pages. Grab the guillotine. The guillotine will cut this all in one go. Love this guillotine. Okay, and just the side. All right, so here's our little notebook. The pages of our notebook, rather. Stick them in here like this. Awesome. Okay, so let me grab, I thought I grabbed my needle, but I guess I didn't. Let me grab it up. So I have this heart magnet. It's a magnet, but it's a pin cushion because it's a magnet. And so I use it for lots of things. Where's the needle I had? That's not good. Oh, I did have it prepared. And then lovely Jania sent me, look, Jania sent me these clips. And I had been looking for these for so long. I had bought like these ones, which ended up being magnets, and they were way too big. But yeah, so she sent me some of these, and I sent her, like, we did like a little swap, and I sent her some fabric in exchange. So that was super awesome. So thank you, Jania, if you're watching. I love them. So we're just going to clip. I use them for a lot of things, everything. They're great. They're really sturdy for being so small. That's the thing. So we could use blue, right? But the blue in this is pretty light, so let's just stick with the pink. Yeah, since most of it's pink, I think that will do better. And I'm just using embroidery thread. So I got this like giant pack of like embroidery thread at the craft store. It was on sale. Didn't cost me very much money. It was like a whole little set, right? I think it even came with like needles and, oh no, this is my messed up needle. This is my messed up one. Let's see. I have this one, but it's pretty blunt is the problem. Oh, here's my good one. Here we go. So here's my good one. This is my good one because it's not blunt. It's actually very sharp, and it has a big hole to put like bigger threads in. A lot of the problem with a lot of the needles that you can get, tapestry needles and stuff, is that their ends are very blunt. And so they don't want to kind of, I don't want to have to pre-poke my holes. I want to just stick my needle right in there on the first try. Right? Okay. And then I can just sew up my signatures really fast and easy. So a lot of times I like to have a needle threaded like pre-threaded, and then I'll just grab it right off of my pin cushion, my magnet. It's not really a pin cushion, it's a pin magnet. And then I can stitch up little notebooks really quickly. See? Make sure this is tight. Slip this back through here. And then I'll just tie it in a knot. Right, just make it easy. And that'll be our second notebook. Right? So there's our second little notebook. We have one notebook, two notebook, two notebooks. So let's make a third, and the third one is basically just like the second one, only we're not going to sew it. We're going to attach it kind of different. And I was able to unbind this and pull the stitching out. So let's pull some of these pages, take from the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do this one different in terms of its binding. We won't stitch it. So should we do the lines or should we do the solid with the one line like at the bottom? That's kind of cool. But I think let's go with the lines. Otherwise, what's the point in even using this paper? Okay, I'm gonna mark it there and here. We'll cut our pages. Then what, I'll use the rest of these on the rest of the half of them on our fourth notebook. That looks crooked. Is that gosh darn it. I cut it crooked. That's okay. We fixed it. Okay. There we go. And these will be great for like tearaway notebooks and stuff. So I'll put that in with the scrap bag that we have going for this project. I figure we'll make a master board here in a few videos. Okay. Do some collaging. Just hang out. Maybe I'll put some light background music on. No, I don't know. Okay. Shh, be quiet. Finish your work. Okay, so we could use the pink as we have pink flowers, and I already have it threaded. I don't have a lot threaded though. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, that blue is so bright. Let's just stick with the pink. Oh yeah, we're not sewing this one. What am I doing? We're not stitching this one. Okay, so we are going to pick, though, a picture to go on the front. So we have this one. I like this one, and I think this is the one I'm going to use. So we'll have to trim it. We can trim all from the top instead of, we don't have to take any from the bottom. But I kind of like this, so maybe we'll trim it on this side instead. And just grab our little trimmer, which I really do need to replace the blade on. It's starting to cut pretty rough. It still cuts great, but it cuts not the cleanest. Not the cleanest. So I was out the other night. It was, I don't know, sunset, later than sunset. Like it wasn't completely night, but I don't know, what would they call that? Twilight, I guess. But I notice, and my dog is like looking up, and his head's moving around. I'm like, what are you looking at? And I look up, and there are these dragonflies just flying around. A lot of them, okay? And then I look higher up, and there's a ton of bats also just flying around. It was interesting. I thought, man. I was telling my husband, I bet I bet they all, like, all this kind of stuff comes from that swamp that he called a lake. I bet that's where those dragonflies and stuff come from. So it makes sense we would have bats. And, you know, we have, like, farm pretty close by, like a lot of rural area kind of close by. So, you know, they have barns and areas where bats and other things, I'm sure, would hang out. Have easier access to than, like, people's attics. So, yeah, it was crazy. Lots of bats and lots of dragonflies. So the dragonflies were out and the bats were eating them, I think was the idea. Nature. Isn't it beautiful? I'm just kidding. It is. It's beautiful. I love nature. I think it's all fascinating and stuff. Guess I'm not easily like, oh, bats. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want like one to fly it at me. I would be like, ah, get off me. So we're not going to stitch it. What we're going to do is we're going to tie it with a ribbon. So, or lace. I have this lace, but let's do ribbon. Let's use this pink ribbon. And we're just going to punch holes and then we're going to tie it with a ribbon. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to clip and clip using my fancy little clips. And then we're going to punch a hole and, you know, maybe we'll measure it. Let's see. By like 1.5 inches. Yeah. So 1.5 inches. Right there. Now I'm going to use the little hole. Oh, it won't go 1.5 inches. And I don't have a big chomper. We're just going to go as far as we can, yeah? Try and make sure we do it in the center. There we go. We have one hole. And if you wanted, you could put, which would probably reinforce it better, some like little tiny eyelets in there, but I'm not going to because I want to use this ribbon, and this ribbon's too thick, I think, for those eyelets. And we're going to do it from the outside so we can tie the bow on the outside. Otherwise, it'll bulk up your notebook on the inside. It won't fold, basically. We can get this. There we go. And get this side in there. I might cut this at an angle so we can stick that point through there. Gosh darn it. I did it the wrong way. Okay, you do it from the inside. I guess I suppose it depends on how you're threading it. Like if I threaded it like that, then I would be in the same predicament, huh? Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it. I have to be careful. Since I didn't put an eyelet in it, I don't want to rip. Yeah. Cool. Let's tie this in a bow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then we have one more notebook to make. Yes, one more. Which I found watching Sharon Kinsley's videos. She does wonderful videos and I watch her all the time. So I'll also have a link to her videos down below. Particularly, I'll have a link to the video where she shows how to do this notebook, this upcoming notebook. I think they're called Concertina Notebooks or Concertina. Oh, look at how darling this is. See, no sewing, just a hole punch. And you could use a bigger, like a regular hole punch, right, an office one. I just wanted to use a littler hole. So we have this notebook and this notebook and this notebook. And now we need a fourth one. So, which is, I'm going to do the Concertina Notebook, which I found on Sharon Kinsley's videos. I don't know how to. I apologize. I'm not good with names or numbers. What are you good at? I don't know. No. Okay. moving on. Let's cut this paper. So basically we want this, again, smaller. I'm going to want it smaller than what my cover is going to be. And I'm going to use these little medieval Mirage postcards as covers. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't want to cut it here. I just want to cut it all the way down. So all the way down. All the way down. We will get out our guillotine for this one. And I'll cut 2 pieces. Okay. This is the one we want. This is our scrap. In case we go to put it on there and we're like, why is it not fit? So the idea is you fold them, I think like this, right? This is the idea. I think I'm doing this right. So yeah, we fold these and then you fold it again. Like that. And then we want to, right, we want to like glue this one to this one and then have this one continue to fold. Right, you're basically folding it zigzag. And then you could add, I guess, as many pages as you wanted to make it as long as you wanted. Okay, trying to get at least a little. Okay, so we could glue this piece onto this piece, this like half piece onto this other half piece. Let's do that. I just have to make sure that when we do such things, it's even. Right? I might put a little pencil mark. Yeah. Okay, so we know what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to use my art glitter glue so that it doesn't wrinkle my paper. Because I am just using regular copy paper, like 90-pound thin. Make sure it's lined up. You just have to be really careful because once you put it down, it won't come back up. It will just rip your paper apart. Okay. Let's grab our glue eraser. Okay, so there we go. So this would be the front cover, right? We'll glue that on there. Come on. I really do need to order some more glue. Yeah, and then the idea is, like, you could use, these are great because you could use anything as a cover, I feel like, right? You just cut out a little image, glue it on the front, right? Pick another one for the back, right? So, I have these. Do I have one that's kind of... This one maybe? Looks like it would be the back of this. Yeah, we'll glue this on there, and then I didn't ink anything. I should have probably inked things, but... The Medieval Mirage pages are so... They're kind of almost pre-inked, which is kind of... That's okay. So there we go. So the idea is, see, it opens like this, and you have a notebook. And then, you know, I might actually go in and matte these with like a pink or a like a pink cardstock, a light pink cardstock, and that would also help with this issue we have here, where you can see where I glued my 2 pages together. But, and then also on the other side as well. See? So you have two sides to journal on. It folds up like that and goes into your journal. So there's our 4 notebooks. Easy little notebooks to do that we can just throw into our journal. Ta-da! Yay! We could put a little embellishment on there, I suppose. Maybe just some ribbon. I like that idea. Get out our Fabri-Tac. Could use my double-sided, but it's all the way over there. It's okay. There we go. Ta-da! Trim this, and then we have a pretty little notebook. Or my lace got a little, my ribbon got a little crooked. Who cares? Who cares? So here are my 4 notebooks. Oh my goodness, 4 notebooks. What time are we at? Wow, 31 minutes. We flew through that. I'm very impressed. Good. I have time to, we have time to play with this. So I did stitch these up, and I do want to go ahead and sew them on there. I did add a little, the other thing I did was I added this little heart pearl on that. So yeah, let's go ahead and glue on our pocket here. Let's cut our openings of our envelope so that we can open them. And stick one of these notebooks inside the envelope. I think that will be good. Okay. So it opens. And then let's go ahead and just do this side before I forget, because I know I will forget. And maybe I'll go ahead and glue the blue one onto this. I don't know. We'll see how that looks, huh? The blue one on the other side. Should I put like a thumb hole? Yeah, I'll use my 1 1/4. My 1 1/4. I don't have a 1 inch. No, I have a 1 1/4 because the 1 1/4 was cheaper. I think it was like on sale or something. It's like, who cares? It's 1/4 of an inch. Okay. That's whatever. That's fine. So, yeah, perfect. Let's use Fabri-Tac because of the stitching. Get this on there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There we go. Pocket number 1. And then let's see. So if we have it like this, we have this pocket. What if we put this pocket here? How would that look on the pink? I don't think it looks bad. What do you think? What do you think? I don't think it looks bad at all. Let's do that. Let's cover this though. This is ugly. This extra postage required. We will put a ribbon. It kind of barely doesn't cover it. What do we have? We have these. I could maybe put a little something. A little something. Cut this out. I love Medieval Mirage. They're a little more expensive than like a lot of other digital kits you come across, you know. But oh, they're worth it. They're so pretty. Maybe I'll cut this top part off too. Ink it in pink so that it matches. Grab my Cosmic Shimmer. Yes, if I can use the Cosmic Shimmer, I'll use it because I love it. I just can't on that regular paper. It just, on like thin paper, yeah, it's just not happy. So now we're covering it completely. Well, isn't that a thing? Isn't that how it goes? We could just put a pocket here like this using that kit. Yeah? Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. Yeah, I think so. Use my Cosmic Shimmer. I'm always like switching forth between all these glues. Really, you could use Fabri-Tac for everything. You could also use art glitter glue for pretty much everything, although it doesn't work great on fabric. Right? The problem with art glitter glue is it's expensive. You know, so many times when I use art glitter glue, I usually will always, you know, supplement with like Aleene's tacky glue or something. So we have these. We could stick one of these in this pocket. True love never dies. There's only one kind of love, but there are 1,000 different versions. Love is a beautiful dream. Life is a flower of which love is the honey. Oh, I like that one. And it matches the other one. So we'll stick those two in there. Just for fun. So we have this we'll have to deal with. I think I'll glue down this to be the pocket. I will glue that down. I might as well do that now before let's glue these down. I'm really trying to get a little bit of some progress made on this journal. But that's how I always feel when I make journals. I feel like it takes forever, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're done. Like, I don't know. So, and I know, yet we only have a couple of pages. So we have this page. I'm thinking we'll put this notebook in here. It's kind of like upside down, whatever. So that notebook will go in there. We'll put the other notebook in the other slot pocket on this side. Let me punch a little thumb hole. Punch. Which notebook? Maybe the other one. This one? Perhaps we'll put it in backwards like that so that the ribbon sticks out. I mean, you won't see the front. You'll have to turn it around. But what can you do? What can you do? But I do want that ribbon sticking out of it. Right? Yeah. That's, who cares? This, I don't think I'm going to stick these notebooks in anymore in this page. These will get saved for another time. I do have this Artie Mays envelope. It could not fit. What else do I have? Oh, I did have that journaling card. This one, right? That didn't make it into the last page. We can stick that in there. I think that's fine. I might put maybe some lace down the side so that you can tell that it's sticking out of the... So you can tell that it's sticking out of the pocket. I'll glue it on this side like this. Just along the edge of the stitching. Okay, this page is easy. I know what we're going to do with this page. Oops. Way to go. Just smear your glue all over. Okay. Just trim that. Ta-da! Now we'll stick this in here, and it even will give like this layered lace effect. Oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So we'll stick this back in here. This ended up not being used, so we'll stick that back in there. Okay, I have this ugly, it's not ugly, actually it's gorgeous. Look at this. This is a 12 by 12, right? It came out of the, I think it came out of the heirloom pad, actually. I'm just so used to calling my 12 by 12. So here's an ugly 12 by 12 paper. But no, this one is actually gorgeous, and I love it. And I'm thinking I'll do it like this, so that I get this edge along the side, because I'm going to mat this page with this paper. That's what I'm going to do. So I might even ink it pink and then put the blue on there and have this whole, right, this pink and blue kind of thing on there. Here's my pencil. Right there. Okay, cut, 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 cut. There we go. Things falling. Yes, like that. And I'll take this out for now, just so I have, it's not as bulky. Maybe I'll just leave it blue. Maybe I won't even ink it at all. I love the way it looks, the way it is. So I think I'll just glue it on there. And I don't want to use Fabri-Tac. I want to use my glitter glue, but I'm really running low. I can't be gluing whole pages down. So we'll use the Fabri-Tac, which my craft store actually carries Fabri-Tac. So I use it a lot, actually, because it's easy for me to replace. I don't have to, like, order it. I can just grab some while we're out, you know? It would be really cool if the craft store started carrying the art glitter glue. Oh, I can't see. Okay. It's really hard working on white paper. Look at that. I still messed it up. Whatever. It's fine. I'll trim it if I need to. I'm not going to take it off and try to put it back on. Yeah, it's really difficult working on a just like white paper, because it's harder to see. It really is. It's more difficult to see like where your edges are and everything. Okay, so we can put this back. Well, I'll leave this out for now. So we have this. I think I will ink it now that I've glued it all the way to the edge. I think I will ink it. Might even put lace on the page. Yeah, we'll ink it in pink. I have blue, but I don't know, I like the like inked in pink covered in blue. I think it looks really cool. Just a little bit in the middle. I always try to be careful because, you know, it really does. I might even put some washi tape on the other side. I like to reinforce my pages if I can. You can only open and close a page so many times before it just rips out, you know. Especially if you use thinner paper, and I do use thin paper, because I like to keep, because I like to fill my journals with lots of things. So using thinner paper can keep the bulk down. But I a lot of times will reinforce the spine of my pages. So let's put in one of these, probably this one. This one's blue, right? Yep. Yeah, so we're going to glue this down onto the page like that. Yeah. I could do it up here or down here, and then have like an extra writing space. Sometimes I do like, you know what, let's do it. Let's do that. I do like to do that. And I have all that scrap from when we did those notebooks. So let's just glue this directly down onto the page. Another good thing about using Fabri-Tac is that you do have a little leeway, right? You can move it around a little bit. That art glitter glue, man, the moment you put it down, you are done. There is no moving it at all. At all. But Fabri-Tac gloops out, right? It gloops out the side of your... I mean, it's not a big deal. I've got a glue eraser, right, for that purpose. But okay, so we have this page, and we're going to put some writing space on. We're going to put some writing space down. So I threw them over here, of course. Ugh. Let's just grab another. I'll just grab another piece. How about that? Okay. So let's cut it first. Cut this rounded edge off first. All right. And we're going to want it to sit, I think, even with the card, right? So right here, and then right there. So we still want to see the design behind it. And then we'll be done. I think I'll call it for this video. Oh, maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we are on time. I mean, we did good. We made 4 notebooks. We decorated some pages. Yeah. Just glue that on there. And then it's like some little journaling space underneath the flip out, which I really like. I think that looks good. And it's fun. It's fun for the owner of the journal. I love just little things, you know, little special things that okay, like that. Is it even? Ha! Is it? It's even enough. Even enough. So yeah, we have that. We'll stick this in here, back in its pocket, where it belongs. And then, there we go. So, we have this, which opens out, right? It has just some journaling paper. It's just journaling paper to journal in. And then some place to write down here. We have our envelope, which has a pocket, a card, and a notebook inside. Then on the other side, I'll cover it, right? And we'll put something else in the pocket back here. Maybe probably one of these tags. Most likely this one. It'll go there. We'll just cover this. This page, I'm not sure what we'll do with yet. So yeah, I mean, we are making progress. Progress is being made. So I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.